Welcome back to the final takeaway. We're happy you took the time to check out this video. Today we're heading over into the beautiful island of Jamaica to see Wagwan. Crime remains one of the pressing issues for Jamaicans, naturally so, especially considering the violent crimes and homicide rates. So if you live in Jamaica or are planning to take a vacation there, we have some of the latest facts and figures on crime down in Jamaica. In this video, we will break down the findings of a poll done by Don Anderson, the Chief Executive Officer of Market Research Services Limited in Jamaica. We'll also give you a quick preview of research-based reports by an international agency on homicide rates in Jamaica for 2024. Also find out why the United States Department of State has issued a travel advisory to American tourists traveling to Jamaica. Let's talk about last year first. According to a Statista report, Jamaica is one of the most violent countries in the Caribbean. In 2024, there were approximately 40.1 homicides per 100,000 inhabitants in the island nation. This was the third highest homicide rate in Latin America and the Caribbean that year, with Haiti taking the prize for the most homicides in the same year, racking up 62 homicides for every 100,000 people. Trinidad and Tobago came in second with 45.7. Compare that with El Salvador. In 2024, the Latin American country recorded a homicide rate of 1.9 for every 100,000 inhabitants. Considering Jamaica's homicide statistics, citizens are not feeling as confident as they should in their police force's ability to tackle crime. The numbers from a June 2025 poll is quite telling. The poll asked about citizens' views on crime across the board. The results revealed that 49.6% of Jamaican pollsters, comprised of men and women, say they either completely lack confidence or only have a slight confidence in the Jamaica Constabulary Force's ability to fight crime. The 49.6% figure comes from the 1,033 persons who responded to the R.J. Gleaner commissioned Don Anderson poll. Don Anderson, who is also the Chief Executive Officer of Market Research Services Limited, says, "This is a significant finding and underlines the view that Jamaicans are concerned about the high levels of crime and violence, despite the noticeable efforts and successes by the police force in reducing criminal activity across the country." Renowned crime analyst and investigator Robert Finzi-Smith also finds the numbers deeply troubling. "It is very unfortunate when the people who are to serve and protect cannot reassure you," Finzi-Smith told the Jamaican Gleaner news agency. The crime specialist noted that despite the JCF's grandstanding, if the community doesn't feel safe, they have not achieved anything. Here's Finzi-Smith's full statement. "Essentially, police officers are supposed to give you a feeling of safety and comfort, and if you don't feel safe in your own house with all the police officers around the place," and the grant comments, "they haven't achieved a thing." So how did we arrive at an almost 50% lack of confidence in the police crime suppression skills? According to the Jamaican Observer, respondents were asked to rate their level of confidence in the police on a 6-point scale, from not at all confident to extremely confident. Here's the breakdown. 26.2% of pollsters expressed absolutely no confidence in local law enforcers. Adding to the lack of confidence are the 23.4% of those who only have slight confidence. Together, they account for the almost 50% of participants who do not believe the JCF has what it takes to curb crime on the island. If you add the 25.2% of persons who say they are somewhat confident, the figure will show that a shocking 74.8% have somewhat to no confidence at all. Even with the 26.2% of those alone who have zero faith in the police, that percentage represents almost 1/3 of all pollsters. When it comes to those with moderate to extreme trust in the police, The data shows a total of 25.2%. They include 15% who are moderately confident, 6.3% who are greatly confident, and 3.9% who are extremely confident. 3.9% extreme confidence is rather low, wouldn't you say? Altogether, they still represent only a quarter of participants who were asked to rate their confidence level in Jamaican law enforcement. But hey, if it makes you feel any better, Guyanese feel practically the same about their local Guyana police force. The general sentiment is a chronic lack of trust due to inequalities in arrests and prosecutions for various types of crimes. Usually, their friends and favorites are off limits. Before we conclude on the other findings of the poll, you should know that Jamaicans aren't the only ones worried about crime prevention in Jamaica. Tourists are hesitant to visit the reggae paradise. The U.S. designated the country a Level 2 risk for foreign visitors. A Level 2 risk category means travelers should be aware of heightened risks to safety and security in that particular country, which in this case is the beautiful island of Jamaica. Therefore, the United States warns Americans to, quote, exercise increased caution. On May 29, 2025, the U.S. Department of State updated its travel advisory with the following warning that, quote, the homicide rate reported by the government of Jamaica is among the highest in the Western Hemisphere. Armed robberies and assaults are common. The advisory notes that while violent crime in Jamaica has decreased since 2024, it remains statistically high throughout the country. Despite this, the state agency reassures that tourist areas generally see lower rates of violent crime than other parts of the country. But getting back to the Jamaican polls, the report states that individuals within the 18 to 24 age group showed more skepticism about the police crime fighting techniques. This group of people make up a whopping 34.2% of young people who have zero confidence in how police do their work when it comes to crime. The Chief Executive Officer of Market Research Services Limited, Don Anderson, told The Observer that, quote, the majority of Jamaicans interviewed in the poll responded negatively when asked if they feel safer in their homes now compared to, say, 5 years ago. The majority he's referring to totals 59.8% of persons who were quizzed on the question of feeling safe at home and in their community. Contrast that with almost a third, or 32.7% of Jamaicans who express feeling safer today compared to 5 years ago. Still on the issue of safety, women reported feeling less safe compared to men. More specifically, 34.2% of men say they feel safer present day versus 31.4% of women. Well, that's your facts and figures today on how Jamaicans are feeling in mid-2025 about crime in the country. We invite you to subscribe and turn on notifications for this channel for more trending or breaking news out of Guyana, Jamaica, and the rest of the Caribbean. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.